Paris. A presidential motorcade glides down a quiet suburban street. Armed men lurk in hidden positions. Fingers tighten on triggers. A single command is whispered. Then, chaos. Gunfire tears through the night. Tires screech. The armored car lurches forward. In the storm of bullets, the president's vehicle speeds away, miraculously untouched. The plot has failed, and with it, the fate of a nation begins to shift. This is the story of how an unknown assassin, codenamed the Jackal, was hired to do what no one else could: kill the President of France. After the failed attempt, the French government strikes back. The OAS, a militant faction sworn to bring down the president, is hunted relentlessly. Safe houses are raided, informants bloom like weeds, feeding intelligence straight to the Secret Service. Leaders vanish into interrogation rooms where fluorescent lights glare and questions never stop. Among them, Antoine Argoud, head of OAS operations, is captured. Broken, humiliated, his arrest sends shockwaves through the network. Another plot at the École Militaire collapses before it even begins. And when Bastien Thiry, the architect of Petit Clamart, faces a firing squad, his execution is meant to end the OAS dream. But the dream mutates. It festers into something deadlier. Lieutenant Colonel Marc Rodin, now second in command, knows one truth. Every Frenchman tied to the OAS is marked. Too many have been exposed, captured, or betrayed. If the president is to fall, the killer must come from outside. A man with no ties, no past, no history in their files. And so, after months of searching, Rodin and his deputies make contact with a ghost. A British assassin, a man without a real name. He sits in silence across a Vienna apartment table, his eyes cold, his tone clinical. Rodin makes the offer. $500,000 in cash. Modern money, wired clean, hidden across accounts. $5 million in today's value. Half now, half when the president is dead. The man listens. He does not haggle. He does not question. He accepts. And when Rodin asks his name, he answers with only 2 words. I am the Jackal. Rodin and his men retreat to Rome, a fortress hotel guarded by ex-legionnaires, sealed against betrayal. From behind locked doors they wait while the Jackal vanishes into Europe's shadows. And it is here the true story begins. The Jackal moves with precision, every step rehearsed, every risk calculated. First, an identity. In London, under the name Alexander Dugan, he acquires a spotless British passport. Then 2 more stolen passports lifted from tourists who resemble him, each one a backup life, ready to be worn like a mask. Next, he commissions a weapon. In Brussels, a master gunsmith listens as the Jackal sketches out something untraceable. A custom rifle, slim enough to hide, powerful enough to kill with a single shot. Ammunition tipped with mercury, designed not just to pierce, but to explode inside its target. The craftsman delivers, knowing this creation is meant for history. But every loose end is a threat. A forger who supplies him French papers makes the mistake of pressing for more money. The Jackal's response is immediate and cold. 1 shot, 1 life erased. The body locked in a trunk, left to rot in silence. The Jackal leaves no witnesses. Meanwhile, in France, the OAS scrapes together funds. Armed robberies fill their coffers, and soon the first half of the Jackal's fee lands in a Swiss account. Rodin's faith grows. The plan is alive. But the French authorities are watching. Suspicious of Rodin's long confinement in Rome, the SDECE lays a trap. A forged letter lures one of Rodin's hulking guards, Viktor Kowalski, across the border. He never makes it back. Interrogation rooms echo with his broken cries. His words tumble out in fragments. A name surfaces, a single word. The Jackal. It is enough. The Minister of the Interior, Roger Fry, convenes a council. Around the table, France's security chiefs debate the impossible. Kidnap Rodin? Out of reach? Assassinate him? Too risky. Public inquiry. The president forbids it. The president himself refuses to hide. He rejects extra security, refuses to cancel public appearances. His defiance only tightens the noose. In the silence of the room, One commissioner of the police judiciaire leans forward. His words are steady. The only way to stop this man is to find out who he is. Detective work. Pure, relentless detective work. And for that, there is only one choice. His deputy commissioner. A man known not for brilliance, but for patience, precision, and endurance. His name is Claude Lebel. The hunt has begun. The Jackal arrives in Paris under his new name. He blends into the city like smoke, studying every detail of the president's movements. Public parades, ceremonies, open-air appearances. He notes where the motorcade slows, where sightlines open, where security thins. He selects his day, his spot, his window to history. At night, he studies books on the president. Speeches, memoirs, biographies. He is not interested in words, he is interested in habits and weaknesses. He learns the man like prey. Each step is closer to the moment when one bullet will decide the future of France. But across the city, another man works just as tirelessly, Claude Lebel. While the Jackal moves in silence, Lebel builds a web. Passenger lists, border records, whispers from informants. Every scrap of evidence is sifted. The name Jackal is the only thread, and it is fragile. Yet Lebel pulls it again and again until the noose begins to tighten. The assassin sharpens his rifle. The detective sharpens his net. The streets of Paris grow heavy with invisible war. One man stalking, the other hunting. The Jackal has chosen his day. The President of France will appear in the heart of Paris, in front of thousands. The assassin will be there, rifle in hand, invisible until the moment of truth. But Lebel is closing in. Every hour brings him closer to the Jackal's face, his name, his hideout. And so the countdown begins. The city does not know it yet, but the streets of Paris are about to become the stage for one of the deadliest games of hunter and hunted in modern history. Will the Jackal strike before Lebel unmasks him? Or will France's most dangerous assassin vanish back into the shadows, leaving nothing but fear behind? Stay tuned for part 2 of this story, where the Jackal's plan collides with the relentless pursuit of Claude Lebel. This has been The Day of the Jackal, the modern retelling of one of the most chilling assassination plots ever imagined. If you like this video, subscribing to the channel will be inspiring, and remember to give the video a like.